Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's session agenda is cybersecurity interview questions and answer part 4. Based on all questions are is a real interview and this series is senior management information security related to questions. Question number 1. What you do when the new regulation is amended in your organization? Answer. Firstly, I assess the new regulation requirement against the current control. If the organization are compliant with the existing control, then we perform the other works related to the regulation. I start the gap analysis. If find any missing control or required new control, I will submit the business case to management. After approval from the top management, implement a control, then I will do detailed assessment to make sure the compliance with the new regulation. Suppose my company start a business in EU or process the EU data, I will understand what are the requirement of GDPR. I will propose the GDPR requirement to management. Once I get the approval, I will implement those controls through a change management and configuration management process. Then I will assess the effectiveness of the control and make sure it will be driven by the GDPR requirement. Question number 2. XYZ company mergers and acquisition a new organization. What is the threat for organization and how can you handle it? Answer is when a company merger and acquisition, threat can be data loss, data breaches, data privacy issue, technology disturbance. Threat can come along with acquired company. It must be ensured that the security policy of the company should match with the existing security policy. Firstly, I will definitely the gap by the collecting the risk report, threat report, vulnerability report, certification report of the organization we are planning to acquire. Make sure you know everything has been done as per the planned manner. It may be limited impact because 100% risk cannot be eliminated. Having a meeting with the senior management and explain about the risk will impact the business. How risk can be mitigated. Now then create a KR report to submit to management. Question number 3. What are the steps to make user authentication process more secure? Activate multi-factor authentication functionality when possible for all user account. Do not reuse your password. Use single sign-on functionality combined with multi-factor authentication in order to reduce the risk of account compromise. And use password manager. Question number 4. What is the risk metric and why is it important? The risk matrix is based on two factors, likelihood and business impact. Risk can be categorized as a high, moderate, and low. In other words, it's a tool that helps you to visualize the probability versus severity of the potential risk. Companies use the risk matrix to help them prioritize the different risks and develop an appropriate mitigation strategy. Question number 5. What is a security framework and what is the purpose of security framework? The security architecture is nothing more than having policy, process, standard, and best practice. Security framework is just an architecture from which can pick and choose which control is required to your organization security. For example, the ISO 271, COBIT, NIST, and CIS. Question number 6. What is the purpose of security framework? The security framework are industrial industry standards, best practice to help organizations manage their cyber security risk. What do you know about data privacy? As you know, millions of personal data record breach every day. A data privacy protect the personal information like name, date of birth, social security number, financial data, etc. Data privacy field is not just an internal problem. Like HIPAA and GDPR give data subject right to know what happening with their personal information. If your organizations fail to protect the PII information, your organization has pay heavy fine, about 4 annual profit or $20 million other which are greater than. To understand what data you have, where is it located and who can access it. Protect the data by implement all security control. Question number 8. Can you tell me about the GDPR? What is the difference between data controller and processor? GDPR is a European Union privacy law. It is protect the EU citizen personal data. GDPR provides subject to rights like consent rights, data property right, right to forget data. GDPR has 7 principles: lawful, fairness and transparency, purpose limitation, data minimization, store limitation, accuracy, integrity and confidentiality and accountability. Data controller are processor data and processor are process the data behalf on controller. होप यू गाइस लाइक दिस वीडियो. अगर आपको वीडियो अच्छी लगी तो प्लीज कमेंट कीजिए, लाइक कीजिए एंड शेयर कीजिए. थैंक यू सो मच.